Yeah, I thought I'd share a little bit more about Golden West Obedience Club. It was called GWOC, and this was like their newsletter. It's like, and I've been going through stuff, and I found some of the old newsletters. Golden West, it's like GWOC. Waggin Tales, that was the name of the newsletter and stuff. And actually, at one time, I was actually the editor for like maybe a year or something, and they gave me this print machine thing, and it's like I had it in the middle bedroom at my parents' house, and then I'd have to sit there and I'd have to crank it. I had to set the type and everything for the articles. I had to write the articles, set the type, and then crank it and everything. It's like I'm glad I only did it for a short time. And actually, this is interesting. This one is actually from after I moved to Woodland Hills, and I got married and stuff. So it's like, there's my address and stuff, what my old address was. And anyway, it's like, so yeah, August 1989, and it's got. By that time, it was starting. You know, it's like we had a harder time to keeping the club together because we'd lost our trainers, and we were still, I think, meeting at Alonder Park and stuff. But actually, at this point in time, I was probably coming down once in a great while because I was already living out in the valley. President Tom Berenger, I remember his name. Treasurer Don Lossing, Vice President Sue Berenger. Awards director was me, Susie Fishberg. I was known by that. Actually, it's got my old phone number. It's like I didn't remember it. Robin Lossing is secretary or membership director. Karen Robinson. Council delegates Dee Fragnoli. That's going to be a whole separate talk. I'm going to talk about Dee at some point in time because Dee was a good friend of mine. A close friend when I was in dog showing and everything. Frank Robinson and Susie Fishberg, and then the editor is Barbara Glazer. And then it's like, so just wanted to share a little bit. It's like some people and stuff. It's like, oh, this is interesting. It's got a Lassie thing. It's got a thing on Lassie picture. Jon Provost. What's interesting is I'm friends with Jon Provost on Facebook. I don't know how that happened. And then let's see, it's still going on in July 1990. Here's a thing for it. Yeah, Susie and Herb Fishberg on the Hills. And same kind of thing. It's like I just wanted to share a few of these. I'm glad I still have these. I thought it had disbanded it's like it still was going in 1990, but it didn't last much longer than that. Here's this was one I can't remember who owned this dog, but this is like a memorial to this dog. It's like passed away 1977, 1990. Spindrifts, Mr. Mistaken CD. Wookie, better known as Wookie. I think it might have been Robin's dog. Robin Lossing. Yep, see, it's like it's got, anyway, it's like, what's this, 89. Same council delegates and stuff. So here's the information and everything, which I'm sure it's changed by then, so I don't think anybody's going to run off with the information or anything. It's like, yeah, it's like, and then, kind of borrow articles from other, like magazines or whatever. And then, this is interesting too. This is Orange Coast Obedience Club catalog. This is 1985. This is probably something when I was some event that I went to. Yes, it was Sunday, the 24th, 1985, Community Park. It was like judges and stuff. And I think I ran across where, Linda Ponjalik was. She was one of the judges. I think I actually ran across in here one of, you know, my dog's name. 85. It was probably like, because Apache was in here. Now I can't find it, of course. It's like, it was Pat Novice B. So it was broken up into like, it was novice, open, you know, as it graduated. It's like novice, open, and utility dog, you know. It's like I never got, you know, I did get up to like the open classes and trained in open classes, but never quite had one that got into utility, which is much even more difficult to, you know, get into and stuff. So, I wish I could find it in here. It's like, I thought it was in here. But you know, it's like, anyway, it's like, I think Apache was in that particular one. Not. And oh, this is another really great thing. This was I think Super Dog. This is Super Dog, and which is, you know, hard to get into, but I did manage to get my dog into. Okay, all right. It's like here. This is the catalog I was thinking about, and then here is Apache Magic Apache Cheers of Lejean CD. The breeder was Vivian Nunnally. It's like she was married to Art Nunnally too. I knew him too. Apache's dad was champion Spindrift Saratoga, and Spindrift Saratoga was one of the, at that time, was probably the highest, not in obedience, as far as breed quality and stuff, was one of the biggest winning dogs, Skipper of all time. At that point, I don't know about now, but it's like, but anyway, that's his entry right there. And I can't remember how well we did in this particular, but because I want to say we were in Super Dog or the regionals of Super Dog a couple of times. Yeah, so that's part. It's like, yeah, it's like December 7th and 8th, 1985, and that's a fascinating thing. That was a fascinating part of my life. So, and I think that's it for now. I think it bored you enough already. So, and where's my clicker thing? Here we go. Here we go. Even this isn't working.